Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Creators Block podcast. And if you're new, hey, how are you? On this episode, we have a very, very special guest, Gerard Victor. Now, before we start, in the description, there's a timeline laid out. This is a pretty long podcast, and we cover tons and tons of topics. So just at least take a glance at it, and if there's a specific part you want to listen to, you should probably skip on ahead and listen to that part. And if you want to stick through, then I really, really appreciate you. But how would I describe Gerard? Now, Gerard, he is like an encyclopedia of like business and life. He has a ton of quotes that you'll hear throughout the podcast, and hopefully some of them resonate with you just like it did with me. He does music, videography, photography, and graphic design, but he focuses on directing. He's worked with big names like Aboogie, Wiz Khalifa, Fab, and so many more. So you'll get to hear some of his stories with different artists in the podcast. In the podcast, we listen to his whole journey on how he started directing and how one thing led to another. It was like a snowball effect of a bunch of opportunities that he created for himself. And it's super interesting because it just shows his will to constantly improve and his mindset and how making opportunities leads to his success and many successes that have yet to come. And Gerard, I'm super honored that you took the time out to do this podcast. You gave out a ton of information. It was very interesting and super, super informative. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. All right, so lastly for our sponsor is Creators Block. And of course, Creators Block is how we get the Creators Block podcast. And what Creators Block is a platform for creatives to kind of tell their story. We collab with other creatives and, work on ways to portray their message through either podcasts, bringing out exclusive merch, or making short films about their life, what makes them a creative, and just their overall background story. And it's going to be interesting. You'll get to see a lot of people and what makes them a creative, and not necessarily in the traditional sense as far as artists, musicians, or like photographers, videographers, but accountants, educators, public speakers, not so conventional people. And bringing out their story will help out other creatives come forth and kind of expand on what makes them a creative. So if you want to learn more, visit creatorsblock.com. That's without the K at the end. And here's the podcast. All right, so we should start.
All right, cool.
And I usually come out with an intro beforehand.
All right, cool.
So it doesn't really matter how we start it.
First of all, I want to say thank you, Elvis, for having me.
Thank you for coming, yo.
No problem, man. It's like I like to support other creatives within the industry with it. I have somewhat a reach to.
Nice. I appreciate that.
It's all about community, guys.
Honestly, it's a communication. It's collab.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start. Let's start from the very beginning. Like, what's your full government name?
Wow, really? We're gonna start off with my
government name.
I mean, my name is Gerard Victor Atilio.
Attilio.
Yeah.
And you're Filipino, right?
Yes, I am Filipino.
You were born there?
I was born in the Philippines, Cebu City, Filipino. I'm Cebu City, Philippines. So I'm Visaya for all the people that are Filipino-esh.
When did you come here then?
Like, came here when I was 2.
2, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of it there?
What, in the Philippines?
Yeah. Or you go back and forth, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going back this December with my family.
And you moved to, where'd you go from the Philippines?
We moved to Michigan.
Michigan.
I grew up in Michigan.
Michigan, really?
You know what? Maybe I should spit out this gum so I don't sound like a douchebag.
Start clicking. Let me see.
Oh, here it is. Like, wow, this guy's crazy. Appreciate that. So that I mean we can't. Are we gonna edit any of that out?
Honestly, it doesn't even matter.
I think it's a fuck. You know what? Live and uncut, guys. Gerard Victor at fucking
the
9
raw,
a.m.
The Raw.
Sunday morning raw.
Sunday morning. All right, so
Did you say pause? Oh,
Whoa.
okay. Sorry, I got headphones on. Yeah.
So from Michigan, when did you move out here, or did you move somewhere else before?
No, so I grew up in Michigan, and Canton to be exact, because I I mean, it's easier to like I like to say Detroit because everyone knows Detroit, because even though that's not the capital, Lansing is. And if I said I'm from Canton, Michigan, it'd be like,
where the fuck is
exactly. I mean, the people in Michigan know where Canton is, and
but Detroit's like the New York City of like New York, because there's no other city that exists in New York State except New York City.
Yeah, exactly. So technically, I'm from Canton, Michigan.
Okay.
Claiming
to be from Detroit.
No, I don't know. I'm saying, like, it's easier to like, hey, where are you from? The Michigan. Like,
yeah.
I mean, plus I did like my career was based off everything I did in Detroit. So.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Like, tell us about yourself. What do you do exactly?
I do a lot of things, but the thing that I focus on primarily is directing.
Directing. Yeah. And how did you get into that?
I got into directing by accident. What happened was, where do I begin? So I love music. I've loved music ever since I was a little kid. And what happened, I think it was 2007. That's what it was. I got a camera because I had a recording studio as well too. Like I did music right out of college or right out of high school. And while I was in college, my love for music, spawned into I have a background in graphic design. Like I've been playing around with computers since I was a little kid. So all my buddies that knew that I did graphic design, everybody's friends does music. So they're like, "Oh, Gerard, can you do my album covers?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." So these are shitty photos. I'm sure I could take better photos than the photos I'm getting. So I offered, like, my dad got me for Christmas, I think, a Rebel XTI, which is a 400D.
Yeah, that's
old school. Yeah, so I got that, and I just started murdering all these photos, and people were like, "Oh, who took these photos?" "Oh, Gerard took them." "Oh, okay, cool, whatever." People started paying me money to take their photos.
Yeah, because it wasn't. You're right that industry wasn't really tapped, like to take photos of like album covers, especially like it was tapped, but it wasn't like as common as people like do it now, because digital cameras weren't like a thing.
Yeah. You know what? To me, I didn't know any better. It's like I was like, well, this shit looks trash. I'm sure I could interpret it better than that. So so that spawned off into one of the artists that I when I had a recording studio came over, because my buddy Terrence actually called me yesterday. I was like, "Bro, your boy that you brought in is sweet. Like, does he have more music?" They're like, "Yeah, his music's here. I got a CD." It was actually Rose Spit from Burn Rubber. Before he owned Burn Rubber, this is back in 2007.
Burn Rubber
Detroit. It's a sneaker boutique.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, before Burn Rubber, he recorded at my home recording studio. They gave me the CD. It's called Octane Elite, Forgotten Chosen. And this, to me, was like amazing music, like real good hip hop. And I'm like, fuck, I haven't heard music like this in a while.
Yeah.
Link in bio. I'm just kidding. So after I listened to this shit, I Googled them. I'm like, all right. And I realized they didn't have any like photos or anything, And to me, like, I understand how important marketing is, especially for an artist. It's all about the anticipation hype and all this other shit. So if you have good music and there's no visuals to accompany it,
that is the problem.
It's like it's whatever, And we can cuss on here, right?
Yeah.
I can say whatever the fuck I want. Right? So I took them on as a passion project.
Okay.
I was like, "Hey, Ro, let me be your guy." Started shooting all their photos, and then it spiraled off into. It opened up me into that community because they work in the underground circuit, and then everyone saw the photos I took for them. I started spiraling off doing everyone else's photo shoots because it's like when people see that some guy has a camera, they always ask like, "Oh, can you shoot my shit?"
Yeah, literally.
It's just literally.
It's kind of
camera's like, oh, you could literally do anything, but I'm like, no, not not that. But
sometimes I bring it to like family parties and they're just like, oh, can you take a photo? I'm like, yo, shit, like,
yeah,
that's not what I do.
I was like, I just pull out my iPhone. It's like, how much do you want me to invoice? So after that, I think, 2008. My brother is like, my younger brother. He asked my dad for a camera.
Okay.
I've been taking photos for a year now. This is back in 2007. He asked my dad for HV30, because my brother does skateboarding video.
Oh shit!
That
was a big part of my life.
Canon, like mini DV tapes, and I took on one of the projects that Octane Elite were working on. Elite, which is TCal Meese now. I heard a song and I was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I want to play around and shoot a music video for you. Like, I don't know shit about music videos. All I know that I like them, and I didn't go to film school. I actually went to school for marketing. So,
where'd you go to school at?
Wayne State.
Wayne State.
Yeah.
Is that here or is that?
No, it's in Detroit.
Oh, in Detroit. Okay.
So, what was I gonna say? So I shot a music video for him with no expectations. I was like, I want to do something for fun. If I can make sweet photos, I'm sure I can make my photos move, especially if I'm using a different medium. Shot that video and people were like, what the fuck? This was in December 2018. And then I dropped the video in like
December 2018 or
sorry, 2008.
2008, okay.
Yeah. 2007.
Wait, that was last year, man.
Yeah, guys, I've only been doing it for a year. Actually I'm from the future. Where do I? Blah, 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 blah.
So after you did the music video.
Oh, yeah. So after I did the music video, I put it on Facebook and YouTube. I mean, I didn't know what I did an iMovie. I shot a music video on that camera. Fucking, what was it? It took like an hour to shoot. We got on the subway, Detroit landmarks or whatever alleyway, and then I hopped on iMovie. I didn't know what I was doing. People don't know that when you shoot on mini DV tapes, you have to connect it to the camera and play it into the thing to actually recapture everything that you just shot. So you shoot an hour worth of footage, you have to look at an hour worth of stuff that has been transcoded, and then from there, I didn't know any better. And I don't know if anybody knows, but iMovie is it's a one track thing. So I'm like
base.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I like this scene. I took it out and put it, and then I arranged it 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how I thought that it was supposed to come out. I didn't know any better. I didn't know about multi-track editing or anything like that. And 16 hours later, I was like, I had a music video.
Damn, 16. I mean, that actually isn't that long though. But
when you don't know what you're doing, of course. To make a long story short, I did that. We put out in the world, and everyone was like, oh shit, because this is back before HD was a thing.
Yeah,
everyone's shooting 540 standard definition. I came out with 1080, and everyone's like, why does his videos look different? I want a video from that guy. And then I started getting hit up for videos, and then one thing, I had a day job as a graphic designer at a real estate firm where I did digital and print media. So when I started getting phone calls about doing music videos, I was like, really? You want to pay me that to figure everything out? Sure, no problem. And then that just spiraled into everything else. And one thing led to another. And then a year later, I got a music video on MTV, and I thought I was on top of the world.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Shit. How'd that happen then?
Man, it's tricky. So the hip hop community is very tied in, especially in Detroit. So it's like when I started working with other hip hop artists, the one person led to another, which led to another, which spiraled off into, hey, I like what you do. All right, now let me rewind. It's a very long, complicated story, but it's like you never know who's watching.
Okay. Basically, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, my I think what it was Jay Barber hit me up while I was at work, and he's like, hey, I need a video guy to shoot some stuff. And I forgot who connected us, but he's like, yeah, I got your name from so-and-so. I need to shoot some stuff for Kareem Riggins, which is like this world class drummer. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. Shot that stuff, and then upon talking, he was like, "Yo, I see you're talented. I need to shoot a music video for Elzai from Slum Village."
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he sent me over the project. I forgot what was it, the Leftovers or something like that. And he let me listen to, he let me pick the song I wanted to do a video for, and that song was "Deep" by Elzai, produced by Black Milk. So when I shot the video, I put it all together. Black Milk was on set. He liked how that video looked, and he reached out to me and said, "Hey Gerard, I have a single for my album that's about to drop, and I want you to direct it. It has Elzai and Royce da 5'9".
Oh wow, okay.
So after I did that video, it was Deadly Medley. That was like my benchmark staple in Detroit. I mean, everyone knew I started doing videos in Detroit
but like that was like
that was the one that I thought, "Mama, I made it."
So that's the moment where you were just like, "Oh shit, like I can do this for like."
Yeah, it gave me a false sense of, oh shit, I got a music video. Well, actually, I had a video on TV prior to that, but it wasn't MTV. It was on Fuse. It was Yoshi featuring Darian Brockington, Magnetic. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to everyone that has wanted to work with me before I transitioned.
That's good though. That's interesting though. So you ended up getting the music video on MTV. Then you ended up getting bigger in the hip hop community after the Royce da 5'9". Like kind of like
Yeah. I did a handful of videos with Royce as the feature. Me and Royce still have to do a video solo together, but I mean we're still in the works of doing that. Where are we going with this? Yeah, so it's no, I'm not, because I'm thinking, I'm like, shit, there's a lot of twists and turns in my career. Yeah, I just kept on trucking at it, and then one thing led to another. I mean, I could give an actual timeline of everything, but
but that's kind of like the gist of it, like how.
Yeah, but you wanted to know how I got here, Jersey. So Molly the Martian, which is now my business partner, he was a fan of my work based off the videos I've done, and he's from Toledo, Ohio. So Molly saw a video I did for one of the people in his city, Dusto. H is up. So with Dusto, because I got to Dusto through Mo Dirty. Mo Dirty's in the hip hop communities too. Shout out to You Don't Belong in Detroit. So the video I did for Mo Dirty opened me up to do a video, because you know how it is, like, oh, you did my homeboy's video? Oh, you need to link
it's
with my
all
man.
recommendations, honestly.
Yeah, because I never promote myself, as you can tell on my social media. I just
so
feel,
you've been going off like word of mouth most of the time then, right?
well, yeah, I mean, like back in the day, it's easy because it's like before technology adapted, it was like, all right, well, these are the only options. It was like before, everyone could shoot shit on their phones. It was a thing where even before I got into it, the people that could only shoot shit were film students or people that had access to giant facilities. Now it's like, hey, I got to go to Best Buy, pick up this $250 camera, charge $250, and now I'm winning.
That's true. Yeah.
But it's the exact same thing that happened when Pro Tools came out with the M-Box. Oh, why do I have to go to a recording studio if I could record anywhere? So,
that is an interesting concept, because like it kind of it did, like, once the media, like the internet, because Instagram didn't really become big until like 2010, 2011, something like that.
Yeah.
So it kind of opened up the market more. But before, you were doing that before like social media was like even a thing. Like Facebook came out like in 06 or something. So it's like that's where you posted up things there. So it wasn't that many.
Yeah, it was weird because it's like, now looking back at it, I should have posted more, but I was the kind of guy that's like, if it's good, people are going to look for it, you know? But the problem is, it's like people don't know what to look for because there's too much stuff out there. It's almost like going to a restaurant or like a Coney Island or what are they called here? You know those restaurants that have like an array, like a diner. You go to a diner, as opposed to a specific restaurant where it has one list of menu items. Like, oh, okay, well, I only have 6 things to choose from. Now it's like, oh, well, I have 182 different options, but I don't know what I want.
And your mentality during that time, you said you just
I'm like, fuck it. It's like, at the time in Detroit, it's like, you either got a video from me or you got shit. No, I mean, I'm not talking crazy. I'm only stating facts. It's like I have the visual documentation via my music videos. That's what it was.
Because, like you said, there wasn't that many people even doing it, and the few people that were doing it, if anything, like they weren't. Like, I feel like you put in way more work into it than like what other people did. So it's kind of like,
what it is because it's like when you're the new kid on the block, you always have to live up to a certain expectation.
Okay.
And I was figuring it out as I go. I was like, oh look, I have to actually work with a crew. Like again, I didn't go to film school. I just
you just did
figuring it out as I went because I like music. I'm like, fuck, you're paying me money, more money than I would make at working a 9 to 5 for a week in a day.
So when did you realize that you can do this your whole career, like as a career, not just like, because I know you said there were certain points you were like, oh, I made it. But when was the turning point that you were like, I can do this for a career? Like, I want to do this for like.
Oh, it was when I took the leap of faith. I think 2 or 3 years after doing my first music video, I was like, you know what? Fuck this job. I'm making more than X amount of dollars. And I was cool. And because I was in demand. So it was like, it's not like I was never working,
And those were based off of word of mouth. Did you try to like hit people up, be like, hey, I'll do your music video and stuff like that? Or was it just kind of like, it just kind of came like funneled down?
I mean, even to this day, I don't really like reach out to artists. I mean, I do sometimes if I like the music, but it's like.
But you have more than enough to kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I have a resume to say, hey, I want to work with you.
Oh, that's interesting. So okay, so right now you do directing. That's kind of like you said you concentrate in.
Yeah.
But as an overall creative, like, what do you, what else are you dabbled into? Music.
I was a DJ.
You're a DJ.
I used to rap.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, I was. Let's see. A photographer, DJ, rapper. No, because I just like music.
So
Music
around that genre, that's kind of like where you based off.
Yeah, I mean, like what it was I got out of high school. My boy that did music. I was like, dude, what do you record on? He's like, I record on Cool Edit Pro. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that was like Adobe Audition, or that was like the poor man's Pro Tools. So recorded on that. I liked how my voice sounded, but I wanted to be a singer. I can't fucking sing worth shit. Guys, if I knew how to sing, I wouldn't be here right now. just so you know, I'd be like the Filipino Usher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, ladies.
The Filipino
just
Usher.
Kidding.
Okay, so since you're still, are you still dabbling into different things? Like, what do you?
No. And the thing is, it's like I realized if I wanted to take this seriously, I'm only going to focus on one thing. And Jay Barber taught me that when we started working with each other. Jay was like, dude, do you want to be a fucking cameraman? Do you want to be a DP, or do you want to direct? And I was like, fuck. He's like, dude, you need to like relinquish control. You have to delegate. You don't see these big directors fucking holding cameras. Yeah. Do you? I don't. And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I like, even though I know how to shoot.
Yeah.
I don't want to shoot for other people.
No, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
I mean, you could hire me all day, and I could be fucking the world's most sought after DP, but I don't give a fuck about that.
And it's also because you have way more to give. It's kind of if someone puts you in just like a position just to record somebody,
yeah,
it's limiting you. It's capping you at a certain point. Like how you said, you directing, so you have an overall vision of everything.
Yeah, because it's like for me as a director, I am executing what I feel is correct for that situation. I don't want to be the person maneuvering your boat. I'd rather be the person telling you where we're going.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What in your?
Oh yeah, how I got here? No, but continue.
Oh yeah, right.
No, continue. I don't. Yeah, continue.
So when you got here, what do you try to portray in your art exactly? Like, do you just go based off what you feel, or is there something like a message you want to say to people?
I mean, it all depends on the song that I get, because it's like all the music that I have to write concepts for. The artist came up with something. For me, I just interpret it based off what I think. And then we have a conversation with the artist depending on how far the conversation goes, and that's about it.
So, but what is it that you want to do though? Like, because I know like you go based off like scenario and scenario,
Yeah.
but people usually have an overall style, like how they do stuff. For you, like, do you think about that, or do you just go, you just do what you feel?
I do what I feel,
You do what you feel.
but also my end goal is to do content through either the medium of movies or shorts or commercials or something of that nature to impact and change lives.
And in what sense though? Like, what would you want to impact and change?
You know what's crazy? Along the path of the 10 plus years I've been doing this, when I have conversations with people are like, yo, that one conversation I had that fucking changed my life. And I'm like, shit, I could do that. I could scale that. Like, because I have information and I know how to speak. So if I have a platform, why not share the information that I was gifted? Because I didn't have it all figured out when I started. I have a good grasp of it now and I understand.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of the people that are going in this field have no roadmap.
And that is a problem.
Yeah.
How did you figure it out on the way, right?
Yeah. Like you almost got to fake it till you make it. No, it's completely honest and true. It's like if you got in the room, now you have to talk how to maneuver and stay in the room.
That's interesting. How did you get to Jersey then? We never go back to
that. So how I got to Jersey, all right, this is the thing. So Molly is does productions for Fab. He's now like he runs the music department or EPs all of Fab's content.
Okay.
He was working on the Soul Tape too. Molly actually reached out to me when I was in Detroit and was like, hey, I got some stuff that I want you to work on and it involves Fab. I don't want to get into details, but he's like, yeah, I just did some stuff for Soul Tape 2. I got promoted to create content for Soul Tape 3. He's like, I like your work. I want you to do some stuff for Fab. And I'm like, Fab? Fabolous? That's like, that Fab was one of my favorite rappers.
What year was this?
When was the Soul Tape? When was the Soul Tape 3 start? When was that? It had to be like 5 years ago. Soul Tape.
Yeah, the Google right here.
Soul Tape 3 came out.
2011. That was the release date.
Soul Tape 3? When was it?
Oh, Soul Tape 3.
Soul Tape 3. Anyways, to make a long story short,
2013.
2013. So what is that? 5 years?
Yeah, I feel like that was my graduation year of high school, actually.
Oh wow, thanks. I'm really old, guys. Just so you know. No, but so yeah, so I got to work with Fab. I did the trailer for the Soul Tape. The very first video that Fab asked me to work on was Everything Was the Same. No, not Everything. Yeah, was it the intro? I forgot what I think Everything Was the Same.
Yeah, Everything Was the Same.
Yeah, Everything Was the Same. After I knocked that out, actually, what's funny? I was the first person to put drones in that video because drones weren't readily available at the time.
No, they weren't.
So anyways, the funny thing is, it's like I wanted to be above the curve. I'm like, well, if I have an opportunity to work with a
one of your favorite rappers,
one of my favorite artists, I have a plug. I built a relationship with Aerial Imagery Works, which is a company owned by my friend, and they at the time,
2013,
2010, they had this. They had drones because when I did aerial stuff back in the day, we rented a helicopter, opened up the doors, and flew around the city.
Yeah, that's crazy because that must have been crazy expensive.
Oh yeah. To fly in a helicopter for half an hour is $1,000.
That's crazy.
And then that's without all the proper things. It was like when we did aerial stuff back in the day through, I think, Gamrini, the MOE Money Over Everything video. He paid for us to fly in the helicopter with the doors off over the city of Detroit. And
oh shit,
that was crazy. The thing is, it's like we didn't have stabilized cameras, so it was like, stabilizer. It was like people, we should intercut the actual shots that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
No, the funny thing is, I have all this footage. Like I still have my first music video I ever had on a drive, and I have the mini DV tapes. I'm like a digital hoarder.
Oh, okay.
So I
actually, I'm the same way because like you never know when you actually want to go back to,
Now for what?
I know, but
I have behind the scenes of
everything too.
That's
behind the scenes are actually super. No, those are super important.
Yeah, I realize you have to show that you're working these days, which is
not even that though, because it's just kind of like that's more of a documentation thing. Because it's like, wouldn't you want to see the beginning days of like early influential people, like if it was like a Steve Jobs, like in a regular day or something, or like Jeff Bezos on a regular day, like it's just regular, like nothing special is going on. But if you see those footage, that thing's valuable,
Yeah, I mean, it shows the progress.
Yeah, people love that shit, man.
Oh, yeah, so back to how I got here. So after we did Everything Was the Same, did the drone thing, and then we dropped that. The very next video that Fab wanted us to do was Thin Slick.
Thin Slick, okay.
I did Thin Slick. I shot that myself.
Yeah?
But, yeah, no. Well, no, I also hired a gaffer, Patrick. But I mean, the beauty of what people liked about me was the fact that I was a one-man crew, because I know how to shoot, edit, direct.
I was about to ask you that. When it comes to regular projects, I guess during that time, how many people at max did you kind of either hire or needed assistance with? Like,
I mean, it all depended on the budget. I'd like to try to get the biggest budgets, because it's like I want to delegate, because it's like, why are you going to ask me to do everything?
Okay.
It's
like a waste of time too.
Yeah, I mean, like, people don't understand. It's like, yeah, everyone's so used to seeing one guy's run around and shoot everything, but it's like, where's the growth?
Yeah.
So when Jay told me, it's like, dude, you have to just stop holding the camera, I'm like, fuck it. Like, in certain scenarios, I'll hold the camera, but it's like,
but the majority of the time, you're not the camera holder.
Yeah, why?
That's so true. I know, like, because it's different when you're there. You're just like, all right, like, let me, just frame it for you or something, but not exactly hold it. That's kind of like, that's more grunt work at that point. Yeah, unless you're into that, like you want to be a cinematographer.
Check this out, guys. Directors are architects. Think about that. Directors are architects. They're not the people that are actually physically building the building.
I like that.
Bosses versus workers.
Or leaders versus workers.
Leaders inspire.
Leaders inspire. Leaders make other leaders.
That's why I have leader tattooed on my arm.
Really? Let me see. What the hell?
Oh God.
You gotta show
I don't have a sleeve.
What other tats you got? Where are you hiding it? Oh, what the hell? That's a big ass tat.
Yeah.
That looks dope, yo. What the hell?
Thanks.
Are you gonna get a sleeve?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my whole body. I just need to have the budget to do that.
A full tatted body, like your whole leg sleeve.
Yeah, my whole arm, whole back, whole chest, maybe my neck, depending on when I feel comfortable to do that.
That's gonna be intense. All right, so I was gonna ask
how I actually got here. So after doing all those videos with Fab, we did Cuffin season after that, and then Fab took me out to Dubai. We did Young OG.
Dubai.
And then we went to London. We did Who Do You Love remix, and then at that point, I think right around that time, I just bought a condo in Michigan, but the problem is, it's like I was in New Jersey, New York,
majority of the time,
8 months out of the year.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, shit. I'm always with, I was doing so much stuff with Fab that I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I just need to move out here. The reason being was because in Detroit, right? There's no record labels. The record labels are in New York and LA.
They just dictate.
Yeah, they dictate, because there was scenarios where, they asked me to, where's he located? Oh, he's in New York. Oh, well, this project's in LA. All right, well, just fly me out. Oh, well, the budget, da da da, so it's like, you want to be in the party, you got to be where the party's at.
So you decide to move.
Oh, I wanted to be in LA like years ago, but it's one of those slippery slopes where you just lose track of time and fuck around and be in Jersey for 4 years.
Ah, man, I can't stand Jersey weather anymore, man.
No, the thing is, it's like 90% of music videos are shot in LA.
Oh, yeah?
And if I'm in this profession, I need to be where all the videos are shot.
So when are you planning to move to LA? You said a date?
End of October.
End of October?
So my lease is up. Adios.
So you're not going to renew it not this time, right?
Renewed it enough.
So then that's how you got to Jersey after...
Yeah, after doing all these videos with Fab, and then it was just, being here allowed me to meet the right people to do what I had to do, based off that. I got to work with Aboogie before we got signed, stuff like that.
Yo, I always like that, like before people actually like hit, to get to know them right beforehand, because it's like that relationship, it's so valuable, and like to even like document any of that too, which was like I was saying with the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
it's just crazy when you see the beginning, like roots of everything.
Shout out to Haas for documenting everything the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it was? It's because I hate being on camera. I hate showing the process, because unless people see a big production, I don't want it to make it look like, oh, look, it's
just that
2-3 guys. I mean, I don't just run around 2-3 guys. It's just like,
but that's what it looks like, I guess.
People don't understand the team that's involved in creating a good video. And that's why I started showing behind the scenes as of lately, because it's like, the average consumer doesn't understand that.
And I think now it's a little different, because I guess I know what you mean back then.
Mm-hmm.
Back then it was kind of like you had to show a big production thing, or if not, people don't take you as serious.
Yeah.
But if you're, I guess now, since people are more soloists, and freelancing is going to be even bigger, because freelancing is going to be the majority of the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see the behind the scenes and how people do it, because people like seeing the grinding. People like seeing how people work.
Yeah, I was like one of those guys behind the mystery cloak, and it's like, oh, I wonder what it takes to make that. I like the mystery aspect of everything.
And you started. What made you want to actually show it though? Then, now?
Show BTS?
Yeah.
Just so people understand. It was more so an educational thing.
Okay.
It's like, oh yeah, guys, in order to make this, I had to hire these type of people. Like the person that did the Yo Gotti Lil Baby video I did.
Mm-hmm.
I hired Joseph Kahn's DP, David Welton Jr.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like the guy that shot fucking Taylor Swift and Imagine Dragon music videos.
Oh shit. And you hired him?
Yeah, I flew him out from LA, and I crafted this inexpensive but expensive video.
What do you mean by that then?
Because here's the thing. It's like when you look at videos, right? People have no idea the production behind it until you actually break it down.
Explain that process. So like roughly how is that look?
Like when you look at the put a date on it video, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, well, I could do that." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Can you really build a table with art department and reinforce a table for people to stand on? Like, do you really hire 30 people to be extras? Did you really use a 25-foot tailless cine crane? like, did you really hire a Steadicam operator? Like everything was, people didn't realize that there was like 6, 7, or 4 to 6 trailers on set for the artists.
For the artist?
Yeah, I mean, like, think about it. This is what one of my buddies taught me. Everything costs money. Everything costs money. Everything that you see on screen had to be. Think about it. Even with the models don't even come out unless you have something to offer them. This isn't back in the days where it's like, this is a good look, da da da. If you're not paying, nobody's showing up.
Yeah, especially when there's money involved in the first place.
Yeah, think about it. It's like the guy that owns the Rolls Royce that you want to use in the video. His time's worth something, unless you have a relationship with that guy.
Which is rare for someone just to like, you can have it for the music video and shit.
No, I mean, depending on who you are, you have those relationships, but it's like, you can only use those relationships, give or take on certain situations. And then even if those people do have those cars, their time's worth something.
So eventually,
time is money by the end of the day, guys. Time is money. Multiplied by the amount of people that you have, and that's a budget.
That's true, though, because you do have to allocate your time. I mean,
man, what people think music videos is show up and shoot. No, like I worked with an artist. He paid me a good amount, and
a nice check. Nice.
No, but the thing is, when he paid what I asked, he said, "Hey, how long is this shoot?" And I said, 12 hours. He's like, "Why is it 12 hours?" I was like, "This is why."
And then you explain it?
No. He just saw that it took 2 hours to light this scene. It took X amount of hours to do this. And he's like, "Oh man, I've never done a video this long." I'm like, that's the difference. You want a meal or do you want fast food? Fast food is trash by the end of the day. It sustain you, but it's like, it's not longevity.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not impactful.
Yeah. And that's
Then what's your overall end goal though? Like, what do you eventually want to do?
My end goal is to make pieces that change people's lives.
In what sense again?
I want to inspire people.
Inspire them?
Mm-hmm.
To what? Create? To
be the best fucking version of themselves.
How do you plan on doing that? Through
thought-provoking or speaking. I mean, honestly, the fact that I'm even talking, it's like I have talks with a lot of people where they're like, "Wow, shit, why don't you share this?" Eventually I would love to be like a motivational speaker.
A motivational speaker, yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
you should do a podcast too, man.
Nah. You know, the thing about me doing a podcast, I have to make sure that I'm putting the right amount of energy and time into it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to do a hobby podcast. If I do a hobby podcast, it's like, maybe he might drop something this month. That shit ain't cool. Because it's like,
it's inconsistent.
At that point, you're disengaged with your audience.
Okay, I know what you mean.
That's why true. I'm like starting to post more, because I want to engage with my audience. Because it's like, those people are following me for a reason.
They want to see what you're up to.
Either a fan of my work or they want to know information. I realized it when Bree asked me to talk for the very first time. He's like, "Hey, you want to be a speaker?"
Shout out to Bree.
Bree, you are awesome because I've seen you grow from
a baby.
No, when people work hard, you only have to respect it.
Yeah.
And like, she's constantly shooting, constantly doing stuff. And it's like, I love when people really want to do something and fucking do it to as much as they can.
Bree was one of the first people I podcast to.
Oh, really?
And then I re-podcast her again for this like last one we just did.
That's awesome. So shout out to anybody that's working hard, because like, by the end of the day, talent fucking doesn't matter. It's the people who outwork everybody.
Yeah, man. It's like, because it's almost like a curse when you're like always mediocre, because you're always going to be mediocre. Like if you just get like a slight head start.
But here's the thing about mediocrity. You guys can change that. If you, like, I told this guy yesterday, the guy's like, "Oh, I want to be on set with you so I know how to shoot better." I'm like, being on set with me is not going to teach you how to shoot better. Shooting better will teach you how to shoot better.
You just got to do it, honestly.
That's what I tell people all the time. It's like, when I look at shit that I aspire to do, all the examples of what you want is out there already. People have to fucking just do it.
I was watching a documentary about creativity, and
share that with me.
Yeah, it's
link in bio. I like saying that.
It literally just came out too. It's super interesting because it talks about how creative minds work. And one person stated that honestly, like, people are so focused on originality.
Fuck originality.
But it doesn't really exist. It's always been a mix of something, because every thought has been, like what you said, every thought in the world has been thought about. It's out there. No one actually does it though. And it's like, all you do is just kind of like take one concept and another concept and just put it together and technically create something new. And by executing that, that's creativity, like
Mhm.
it's. And the people, and it's stated that people who have always concentrated on one field, yeah, they become really good, but the most impactful people that made an actual difference in something, they're not dabbling into one creative field. They're dabbling into so many fields, and take all that and put it into one field. And then that's what creates like the most influential like music video, influential like art piece. Like, it's not because they only did, if it was a painting that became one of the most influential paintings, it's not because they only painted their whole entire life.
Yeah.
They were surrounded by so many creative influences, and they just channeled it there.
I completely agree. I also believe that my mom always said this, like, you want to be a jack of all trades but master of none. Cool. Yeah, I know how to DJ. I know how to record music. I know how to rap. I know how to fucking graphic design, and I can take photos. I can create an artist if I wanted to and shoot the content for them. Like, it goes back to why I went to marketing. Back in high school, I was like, I love marketing because I wanted to originally graduate to be a creative director for an advertising agency. Because it's
Okay.
like, as a kid, I was like, you know what? I have a cool idea. And then that spawned off into when I did music videos, it's like my ideas are the interpretation of what I thought of the music.
Did you always consider yourself like a creative person, or?
I mean, I've always been called creative as a kid, but that's such a loose term. It's like I just did whatever I
But what
wanted.
about you? What did you feel though? Like,
Hmm?
how did you think of yourself did you think of yourself as a creative, or you just kind of like, oh shit, I guess I'm a creative because people tell me?
You know, I don't like to categorize what I am. I just like to do what I want.
Okay, that's interesting. That's the most important, honestly.
Yeah. But I mean, I know what I have to do because it's like this is the path that I chose. So yeah.
So what keeps you motivated to kind of stay on it? You said because you want to make a change to the, like, in the world, you want to make impact on people's lives. So what keeps you focused on that vision?
Every single day.
Like, just living?
Yeah, because it's like, you know, if I got in a fucking horrible car crash and died today, which
Hopefully
probably
not.
not, no, but I'm just saying, it's like I know that I did what I had to do on this earth. I mean, even being on this podcast, I know, like, this is my whole thing. If I could touch one person that hears this podcast, I've done my job. But
It always just takes one, honestly. It
bro,
always
it's
takes
like
one.
perfect example. I mean, I don't want to put anybody out there, but it's like, if you're from Detroit and listen to this podcast, Diego Cruz is a very fucking talented director.
Shout out to
Like,
Diego Cruz. Yeah, show me him.
yeah, I'll show you his work. But so this is the funny thing. So I went to like my friend's music thing, and like the thing about me is I'm fucking honest, man. It's like I'll say some shit. Like if you want me to critique your work, I'll shred it to bits. No,
That's important,
but
though.
if I like the shit, I'll fucking tell you I like it because I get excited easily, depending on the situation. Diego just started doing music videos. I forgot how many years ago. This is before I think moved. So maybe like 4 years ago, maybe, I think. I mean, I can call him, but anyways, I was watching my friend's show, right? And I was talking about cameras, and then Diego probably said this in the podcast because I overheard it one time. And then he's like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, oh, my name's Gerard. And he's like, what's your last name? I was like, oh, I know where this is going because I go by Gerard Victor. My real last name is Attillo, and I was like, Attillo, and he's like, okay, not him. But I kept on continuing talking about video shit, like with my friends, and he's like, so what do you do? And then I'm like, I'm a director. He's like, oh shit, you're Gerard, because it's like there's only
because you've always gone by Gerard Victor. Why that? Is it just because it's easier?
I mean, because it's my real name. It's my
both names.
Yeah, it was my parents' name is Gerardo and Victoria, so it's like everything I do, I'm repping them.
Oh,
essentially, I mean, because I'm their byproduct,
the offspring.
Yeah. So So Diego's like, hey, I'm starting to shoot videos. Can I show you my work? And the thing is, when people tell me that, I'll actually spend the time to look at the shit. Like, don't send me your fucking whole project. Like, don't send me hey, check this out, man, and fucking send me an hour-long mixtape. Like, no, I'm not gonna. No, but send me one song.
If you want something, yeah,
send me one song, and I'll give you my honest opinion. Like, it might not be what you want to hear, but I'm gonna. What am I going to do that's going to me lying to you is not helping anybody.
And it's criticism. It's not.
It's my personal opinion. I tell my friends, I'm like, bro, that shit sucks. And then, no, and they're like, well, I was like, all right, well, prove me wrong. I don't give a fuck. That's my opinion. So, anyways, so Diego sent me over a bunch of his videos, and I told him, like, yo, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And the beauty about what Diego did, he took all that like feedback and he actually applied it. A lot of people like, man, fuck what he's talking about. I'm like, yo,
that takes a lot of self-awareness to just actually take that into consideration, but not use the emotional part, like channel the.
Yeah, because it's weird. It's like you have to look at where you're at in life and where that person's giving you information is in their life as well too.
Yeah, I heard that too. Don't take advice from people that
aren't shit.
Yeah,
like
and to keep it like short.
I mean, but everyone's like nobody wants to be wrong. No, dude, I will tell you how many fucking times I've been wrong. The more wrong I've been, the more successful I've been. It's because it's like nobody has everything figured out, but until you make those mistakes, you won't know what the correct way to do anything is, and that's how people learn.
It's on it, because success is more of smaller goals accomplished. Because if you really think about it, like in a financial, because I mean, I guess I think of more financial terms, but in a financial outcome way, you put in X amount of work and you only get like this amount of actual product. It just doesn't make sense. But when you actually enjoy the process, that's when success is actually like worth it.
Yeah.
So people have to actually love the process to kind of want to get there.
Yeah. I love what I do. That's why you can't beat me.
Because you like the work. You like doing it.
Well, you know what? It's different. Because when you elevate, it's not about if you love it. You have to. There's just so much more. There's another layer that you have to take. Oh yeah, so I didn't even explain the transition. I knew how I became like fucking just shooting shit to like actually bidding for music videos for labels.
Oh wow, okay.
Because that's a whole different fucking stratosphere, and a lot of people can't transition.
Is it because they just don't understand the concept of it? Or?
No, I mean like a lot of people like you could be a sweet guy that just runs around and shoots videos, but it's like. All right, cool. Well, here's a budget. Do you know how to allocate it? No. Goodbye.
That's the difference.
Kiss of death. I don't give a fuck about my legs, bro. I don't I don't give a fuck. The nigga don't got skinny legs. Like I don't like this is like.
No. I just saying it because you like I don't want.
Oh no, because I look like a douchebag if I had cut off sleeves. Like I have I'm doing it like right. It's like I don't give a fuck about my legs. I don't have ugly legs. Yeah, you fucking.
Yo, check out my legs, yo.
Nigga, is this good? No, I was kidding. As you've been recording,
I've been recording.
Yeah, just don't make me look like a jackass.
I always like lose little sections because I usually put it at the end or the beginning of the podcast. Yeah. Fucking. Damn, I want more coffee now.
They're like, oh, this podcast is crazy. I gotta listen to it. Let's see the marketing technique.
Oh shit.
So you cut that away. People are like, what the fuck is he talking about? Guys, it's only at the very end. It's like a fucking movie. like literally like the Elon part where he was smoking, that was just like a split second and that shit went fucking wild. Like, yeah, exactly. You start posting Gerard's fucking shooting confetti or whatever the fuck it is, and fucking I should have brought the money gun, start fucking just making it rain.
Yeah, I'm so good at
What, the money gun? You got footage of that?
I caught part of it. I caught one that get ended and stuff because like I saw you do it and I was like, no, I was gonna fucking.
It's like, do I take pictures or stills or something?
I know. I'm pretty sure someone else has it though. Like I just gotta figure out who has it.
Brown from
That's kind of scary.
I just hadn't asked.
You're talking kind of scary.
Yeah, so you got to cut this in with everything else.
You're talking kind of scary.
Yeah, I like to do that.
Everyone's like, yo, that guy got like it went from motivational to fucking weird real fast. No. So anyways, I don't really show it, but I do like to dick around because I like to have fun.
Like to wave that dick around. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Pause. That was very questionable. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. To be honest, it's like
dicking around, having fun, same thing.
Like I like obscure humor. You know what it is? It's because when you laugh, you'll remember it. Yeah. You know.
It's always like because honestly, like at the same time, when
guys, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. That's why I'm just like I'm this thawing right now. No. I'm fine. I like run on nothing. So it's
that's fumes.
No. It's not. It's hopes and dreams.
That's fumes.
Hopes and dreams are powered by fumes.
You need sleep, man.
Like, no. Yeah. I do need sleep. Not today.
Okay. You need to catch up then.
Sleep when I die.
Hell no, you're gonna die because you don't sleep.
Yeah. If I showed you my Fitbit, you're like, yo, what the fuck? How's it functioning?
All right, so let's get right back into it. Okay, so at this point, you've worked with a pretty decent amount of artists, and especially like your favorite rappers, like in general. Who else would you like to work with?
I fucked around and said Drew Hill before, and that didn't go viral. I'd like to say Daft Punk.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Daft Punk would be sweet.
Daft Punk's different.
Yeah, Daft Punk because I like their music, and they probably have a nice budget. But this is what people don't realize: in order to touch those budgets, you have to be at that level.
Like you have to already like
you can't scale if you do $250 music videos.
Honestly, you just gotta ask and see who pays. But and then just reason that like price.
I have a whole theory that I could explain, but
what is
I'm not
your theory?
Do it. By the end of the day, everything's a return on investment, right?
Yeah.
If you look at it as a business model, if you are selling dope, right, and
nice.
you're not getting money back from that dope. Artists that don't spend money on videos are not making money.
Yeah, it makes sense because it is an investment. Like it's
if
like
you don't believe in yourself, you're not making money.
Oh, to all the people that
it's the reality of it.
This is just Gerard's. This is Gerard's tactic to get people to pay him.
No. Here's the thing. If I know that you're doing something, and I believe what you're doing, you don't have to pay me shit. Because it's
a win-win.
No, because the thing is here. I would love to be part of an artist's journey, but I don't want to be part of an artist's journey that's doing it for a hobby because I do this as a profession. You know what I'm saying? You have to match my energy.
The waves. Were you a dancer too?
Yeah. You could put dancing on my resume.
Can you do those head spins?
When I was lighter, I mean, guys, here, look at this. That's what I used to look like.
Pop a picture. Why do you have as your screensaver?
Because you have to visualize. Oh. Yeah, music videos took a toll on my body. Editing takes a toll on your body.
You have a. Yeah. What year was that?
It was when I rapped.
When you rapped, so like.
It was a little bit ago.
You gotta visualize that, but then you're gonna visualize your bald face. You have no facial hair, then. Man.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like I mix this facial hair with that jawline. What up?
I can't. Oh shit, yo.
Yeah, guys. Just so you know, I'm funny as fuck.
All right, so wait, what was I even at, yo?
You're asking how I get all these budgets from these fucking rap.
Oh yeah, give me your secrets, yo.
What am I secret? Oh no. Totally joking.
Look, he's not even gonna say. No, I'm kidding. No, okay. So who?
Psych, just kidding. Not really.
So you want to work with Daft Punk? Who would you work with? That at the end of the day, you're just like, oh shit, like you know what? At this point, I don't want to do this anymore.
What do you mean? Oh no, I mean I'm never not gonna not want to do it. I mean the thing is, like with music videos, I'm kind of like, to be honest, I'm not entertained because of the politics involved. You get what I'm saying? Like for example, like back in the day, right before I transitioned to
back in the day,
like artists would reach out to me, and then I come up with an idea, and they want to work with me. When you transition over to, oh look, I'm writing for songs that are on the radio, you're not the only person pursuing that. It's like trying to get a movie made.
Yeah, it's like everyone.
It's like, I remember one of the people that were detrimental in my career. One of my shifts was Kareem Johnson, and he's the one that allowed me to work with like Wiz Khalifa and all that other stuff. So, you know, Wiz had a song that was sweet. And
that's crazy, man. That's cool.
Yeah, it was funny. I had like there's a Wiz Khalifa movie that I did with Ty Dolla $ign, a short film that never got released.
Ah, damn, man.
There's a bunch of shit that never gets released. Like,
are you legally allowed to release that?
Like, I probably could. I just don't want the ramifications because it was like they said, hey, you know what? It passed the time that we wanted to release it in.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be pertinent to everything we got going on. I might. No, I'm just kidding.
Accidentally.
So check this out. So I was thinking about it today. I was like, well, for my birthday, I'll just give everyone that follows me a treat. I was gonna watch it, but on live.
Oh yeah, honestly, like live is interesting.
Live is, yeah. I mean, some people are like, oh, in out, but I don't know. I mean,
it's a TV show. It's a nice.
But I won't let it like live on there. It's like if you catch it, you catch it.
And if not, then you're.
Yeah, I don't know when I want to do it. I mean, it's not long, but it's sweet.
So his birthday.
NC-17.
So his birthday. You got to figure out when his birthday is first.
Yesterday.
Oh shit! Did you go on live yesterday?
No. I'll do it today. Post birthday. No, I was doing some shit. Like I don't know.
All right, so then who would you want to work with that would get you even as excited again? Like someone established already.
You know what's funny? I reached out to Pink Sweats.
Pink Sweats?
Pink Sweats is fucking amazing singer. Like I want to work with more R&B shit.
Yo,
R&B, like I love R&B music.
You gotta hit that K-pop.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man. That thing's becoming big as hell.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to fucking go after it if it's big as hell. I want to go after it because I listen to the music.
No, but I like.
You like K-pop? Okay, well, direct K-pop shit. I mean, the thing with me is no. I'm being serious.
No, I know.
No, I mean like, oh, just the way I said it. No, so check this out. If you like it, you should pursue it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know K-pop music, so
I'll put you on.
No, no, because it's like for example, like everyone's like, oh, you should break into Latin market. I was like, cool, but I don't speak Spanish.
No, you're right, because you do have to like it. It's just like
no, but you have to also understand it. You have to understand the culture. It's like it's like somebody that does somebody that does narratives and short films specifically that only watches Stanley Kubrick movies, and you're like, hey, do this fucking trap little gun, trap little gun. And the guy was like, I don't understand, but this is what I envision. And then the artist's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you know, it's like, you know.
Have you seen Space Odyssey? Like
which one? The 2011.
Yeah, the 2001 Space Odyssey.
2001. That's the one with the robot and shit.
Nah, well,
I'm trying to remember what
Stanley Cooper is the one that came out like.
No! I did not see that.
Yo, I'm gonna send you it because I downloaded because the thing is it was shot in 70mm film, so the quality is ridiculous. It's like seeing a fucking HD film. It's crazy, and this came out in '68, bro. This came out a while ago.
Shout out to While Ago.
While ago.
Link in bio.
But no, yeah, it's all visual. That's why it's like one of the first movies that has.
Oh shit! You know, I just watched a documentary that referenced that. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Link in bio.
Link in bio. All right, so
that should be my my rap name. Link in bio.
Link in bio. I mean, Florida is Florida.
No, but link in bio. It's like it's such.
You can make it work.
I'm going to
Link
fucking
bio.
trademark that shit.
He's trademarking it right now.
And then my logo would be the $5 bill.
Wait, what?
See what I did? Abraham Lincoln. Yeah.
Damn, I don't know my presidents on my bills, yo.
Oh shit. You
That's
make
not good.
money, motherfucker.
I'm making credit.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's money out of day.
Okay, actually, I want to get into
shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Into So you've been doing this for a while. It's a pretty decent while. Like shout out to a while ago. All right. So, what are your daily routines that kind of help you reach up to this point in your life?
I just wake up and fucking freestyle this shit. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually I have like I have goals that, as far as like what I have to do, because since I do this professionally, like I have to.
You have to calendar that shit.
Yeah, I have to calendar. I mean, because by the end of the day, hopes and dreams can't pay bills. It's fucking work.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to do X amount of jobs to ensure whatever. So what my method is. I mean, it kind of shifted as of recently because of the new stuff that I'm working on. But yeah, I mean, usually I get a bunch of music to write concepts on, and I spend the time to write them, and then they go out, and then you never hear back.
Do you have like do you have a routine though? Like when you wake up, what's the first thing you do?
Yeah, I wake up.
Poop.
No, I drink water, and then I meditate. And then,
oh yeah?
Yeah.
How long you been doing meditating for?
For the past couple months.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's a process. It's like, for anybody that trying to get a meditation, it's fucking hard, man. It's very like, but remember, everything worthwhile is not easy.
Mm.
And to you almost have to. You want your new life, you have to sacrifice your old life.
Yeah, people want change, but they do the same thing every day.
No, we're creatures of habit. So in order to break anything, you have to
just make new habits.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like people love change, but they keep doing the same thing and expect change.
I mean, the reason why people don't achieve what they have, their why isn't strong enough.
Mm. That's super important. I think that's what people don't fully understand is like the why.
People don't know what their why is.
Yeah.
You ask people why they're doing this. Oh, I don't know. Exactly.
When you have the why, like it doesn't.
It's a driving force.
Yeah, anything that happens just doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
you're like water. You maneuver around stuff.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, so you meditate and then what do you do?
And
like
then
your daily routine.
I mean, well, and then I mean, sometimes I go to the gym, but I mean, like again, it's just a habit. Well, I know what I have to do for the week, and then I cater to that per week because with creatives, their week is never structured.
Yeah,
because there's shit that happens.
I guess that's what like I want to find out, like if it is structured, because some
it's not. I mean, it can get structured if you structure it. You know what I'm saying? But if you only allow this to happen, then you will only allow that to happen.
But in your situation, like it's not as structured as like you're just more adaptive and like
yeah. Because the thing is, it's like you have to just understand what you want to achieve for that time being, and then reverse engineer it.
Okay. Yeah. That's a big thing too. I've heard recently a lot, like just reverse engineering, like what you want to do.
I mean, it's life. It's like it's exactly how people do movies. People don't be like, hey, let's make a movie. No, how are we making this movie? Who are we hiring? How long is it going to take? How much is it going to cost? If you don't know any of that shit, you're fucked. No, I'm serious. Even with music videos, people are like, hey, artist told me, she's like, hey, I have this really cool idea. I'm like, love to hear it. So I spit on a cop and then I get pulled in the back of a cop car, and then I was like, all right, cool. That sounds amazing.
But how are you?
Do you have the budget to hire 2 actors to be cops, permit it, and also pay for a cop car? That's before even talking about cameras. Everything costs money.
Is that how you kind of approach when people approach you for like a concept or an idea? Do you get rid of those variables first, and then that's when you get into like
budget dictates everything. Dictates everything. It's fucking, people don't understand. Fucking music videos is like grocery shopping. If you don't know how much you're fucking spending at Target, you're gonna end up spending. Hey, I just want a music video, which is a bar of soap. Cool. Fucking end up you're at the register checkout with $487 and lamps.
And lamps.
No, but it's no. People don't realize it's fucking anything. Like I tell people this all the time. How much does this cost? How much do you have? My creativity is based off my creativity is based off what you can allow me to do. And if you don't give me that construct, we're wasting each other's time. And I know if an artist is serious based off the conversation that I have in the beginning. Money moves everything.
That's true.
Because my time is valuable.
Because it's just like, you're right. Like, why would you want to budget this whole thing and be like, oh, what's your budget though? And then like,
no,
it's like
no, this is the beauty. Well, just tell me how much it's going to cost and we'll see if it makes sense. No.
Yeah. That's a waste of time.
Hey, you want, yo man, we got to shoot a movie. Do you know how much a movie costs? Hey man, it's a promo video. Oh, you mean a commercial? Oh, okay. It's 30 seconds. 30 second. Commercials cost millions of dollars, right? Oh shit. Oh, so you want a commercial or a movie? What is it? You want to spend money? You 250? Dude, I get the craziest DMs and it's confusing. And I'm like, yeah. You guys, yeah. When we shot that Chris Brown music video, it was $500. Exactly. The plane tickets were negative $2,000. I stayed in a studio. No, motherfucker, it cost like Chris Brown's wardrobe for that specific video was 25.
Wait, what video
grand.
was it for Chris Brown's?
It was Fab's Flip Mode.
Oh, Flip Mode. Okay.
That video was expensive, guys. It was 6 days of shooting. Wardrobe costs, everything fucking costs money. Especially if you have a big artist. Artists cost money because
it's just their time, man.
Yeah. We had to shoot that video in LA to cater to Chris.
That's crazy, man.
For $500. I'm just kidding. I like saying $500, but
I'm assuming that's like, you probably get that in DMs like, yeah, I got 500 to spend. I'm kidding.
No, because you know what? The market's so fucking different. Like should I start talking crazy shit? No, no, I'm not. Because I don't want to alienate people.
No,
but here's the thing. It's like all these subpar video guys are hobbyists. They just don't want to work at McDonald's. And they can't work at McDonald's because McDonald's has fucking machines now. Wait till they start making machine music videos.
So that
actually they do.
Innovate.
Everybody's videos. Hey, we're going to shoot on this block. Cool. Let me spin the camera. Let me use a gimbal. Everybody's videos looks the same. The fucking it was funny. Me and my buddy had a conversation like, "Yo, what do you think of this guy?" I was like, "I don't know. They look like all the other fucking directors out here." Or I don't know. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say directors. Laborers.
No, because I mean, that's true. Because I mean,
I'm talking crazy right now. You're like, I'll give you $5 for that. I'm sorry. I just ran out of all your fucking. I need to bring like a Jamaican horn.
You know those fucking DJ horns?
Yeah, I have that app because I'm
really?
annoying. Yeah.
Then pull it up.
Yeah. Is it sound effects?
I feel like you got that shit categorized already.
Yeah, I do. That's because I'm annoying.
Wait, so.
Oh, because it's on mute. Dropping knowledge, bitch.
Damn, son, you just hit with the
Wait, what app is that?
Yo, chill, man.
It's like the old
Drop
iPhone
knowledge.
app.
Link in bio. Link in bio. Link in bio.
You have a privacy screen on your phone?
Why are you in my business?
Because it seems like you got a privacy screen. You gotta lay off those websites.
Gerard's podcast. I'm out.
All right.
Wow, this guy is fucking out of control.
All right. So
How do I look on camera? Good? Don't lie.
What? It shut off?
Oh, shit.
I used to get the audio though, so it'll just be like air horn. He sent me the air horn app.
Dropping knowledge, bitch. Link in bio.
Link in bio.
I'm definitely stealing. Fuck everybody. Follow link in bio.
Is that a thing?
No, I'm about to see if it's even available. Link in bio.
Link in bio.
He's like,
Link in bio.
It's like Lincoln Park.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Actually,
Nope.
did you wipe in the bathroom?
Yeah.
You did.
Thanks for making it feel very all right, podcast over. I unmic myself and fucking just have my publicist fucking walk away.
You know, that's what like
Oh, what the fuck? Somebody has link in bio.
really.
But it's some 35. I mean, it's fine.
Someone has my name, but they don't even have their account's not active. It's kind of annoying. I want to put my name, and their name is not Elvis, it's Elba, but they have Elvis Rios as their Instagram name.
Sounds good. Link in bio. All right. What is the other thing you wanted to ask me?
So before you mentioned something about tech company. What are you actually currently up to now? Like, what are your new projects, new ventures?
All right. So I got pulled on to this tech company because I'm a content creator. So what it is, it's a AI company where when you're watching music videos, right? You're like, what the fuck does he have on? You're like, oh, Drake, red jacket, boom. And then you find it, right?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
This company based in New York, it's an AI company that learns everything that you have on and you can instantly buy it. You could literally stop the video, click on the fucking hoodie, jacket, whatever the fuck it is, and buy it.
I literally just saw that too. I saw one of my friends I know, he posted that up, and I was like, oh shit.
Are you talking about the Spanish artist?
I know the person who filmed that, I think. AD.
Yeah, we probably have him
Yeah.
in my office.
But yeah, that Spanish guy,
The
he
guy that-
promoted it. Yeah. I saw that and I was like, oh shit.
That's
That
real. I was there that day.
Oh really?
Yeah, no, I was. They're like, hey, can you sit on that side? I was like, oh, you don't want me in this video.
Oh
Gotcha.
shit. That's interesting though, because like I saw that and I was like, that is a big.
That's about to fuck this game up, guys. Just so you know,
Amazon about to buy it.
Fuck it, we're ready.
So you recently got onto that venture, but what's your involvement in it?
I get to create the content. So I got brought in because I'm a music video director. It's giving back to the creators format. Giving back to the creators. So what it is, like for example, like fuck, I don't want to really get into it, but imagine with YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is a penny model. So millions of views equate to a couple $1,000. All right. Now, for example, if I was the artist, right? I'm wearing fucking clothes, right? Because the biggest thing that people make money off of is merch. Imagine the friction-free commerce that's going to happen. I support that artist. I want to buy a hoodie. Imagine if you were a fucking artist that got 5,000 views but sold 100 hoodies. You make more than the person that got 1 million views on YouTube.
That's crazy.
Or you get 1 million views and sell 10,000 hoodies. Fuck YouTube. I'm just kidding. No, actually, you can go to YouTube, but you can't buy everything that's on YouTube.
That's why everybody has the links and link in bio.
but check this out, guys. On Drop TV, we don't do commercials. We do commerce.
That's what's it called, Drop TV, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that was interesting. I was just like, oh shit, because that makes a lot.
It's friction. About to
friction, yo.
Fuck the world up.
How does that work? Is it based off like because I know blockchain is like a huge thing. Is it just tech into it?
I gotta sign an NDA for you to. I mean, we drop in end of June.
End of June. So pay attention to end of June. I'm gonna release that before this, but end of June. What day is it? Like May?
Yeah, I mean, end of May is next week.
Oh shit. I need to keep track of my days. All right. Okay, so that's what you're currently up to then.
Yeah, fuck. Like Ryan Leslie told me this. If you follow technology, you'll win.
Yeah.
Like this music videos are a bunch of one night stands. I swear to God, no. Music videos are one night stands. Unless you do a movie, movies are relationship because you actually build past that.
Like, they're influential. Yeah, movies are influential. But yeah, music videos.
I mean, music videos are influential to an extent.
Yeah, but it's not like
people don't.
You're
realize,
right. It is like those are pretty good one night stands, you know.
Not really, because I'm getting fucked. Ha ha ha.
I mean, you create personal content, you won't, because you'll have a personal.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna start vlogging more often.
Yo, that's super important. I'm trying to get everybody into like vlogging and to like even podcasts.
So the funny thing is, my buddy's a
Gary V that shit.
No, but it was funny because it's like, all right, so there's regular guys that do videos, right?
Yeah.
And then there's gray area, and then there's guys that actually do videos. There's nobody showing. I mean, there's a couple people that show like the process in this world. If I started showing that shit, that's the gray area.
It's like the big industry part, right?
Yeah, nobody's fucking no like the people.
It's also because sometimes they don't. You can't.
Why?
Well,
why can't you?
Well, they don't allow it.
Who's not allowing it?
To show like the behind the scenes of like
who?
Oh, like I mean, if you're the creator of it, then obviously like that's your choice. But
no, but I'm saying who's saying no?
Well, because I'm talking about like when it comes to like the Avengers, like when people film movies like that.
Oh,
like,
you're talking about the big Hollywood movies.
I mean, you gotta be big like that, man.
Okay. I'm talking about for music videos specifically.
Oh, like that.
Yeah. There's nobody at any big level. I'm not saying that I'm at any fucking level, guys. Just fucking stop trolling. No, but I'm saying there's nobody that actually does
behind the scenes
videos in that realm that show that process. Because people that are doing videos right now have no idea how to get there. You know what I'm saying?
And then once
you're there, it's a very different landscape. Very different.
You should be doing that then.
What?
Like just showing that area.
I mean, I can't show everything. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not allowed to. I'm just kidding. No. It's in the works. I have to just do it correctly. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna deconstruct my music videos that I've already done.
Okay.
Because it's like now it's like, oh, people like, for example, like Them Slick. I'm trying to find the original footage because that video looks amazing in color.
Oh.
Because all of the Soul Tape videos we did were black and white.
But you want to show it in color.
No, but also I could explain the process behind it, you know? Like, you know how Genius has, what is it?
The lyrics and stuff?
No, Deconstructed or whatever. The Framework. It's called Framework. Where they explain shot by shot why they chose these things and exactly like there's that, but there's not a behind the scenes of that.
Yeah, no, there's not. Yeah. Because I mean, that's interesting to read, but like the ones that people want to like actually see or like actually see it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's why I'm like, you're right. It is all black and white. Like that would be interesting to see it in color and explain why because it's hard to shoot for black and white.
Yeah, because you have to light for it, and people don't know that.
And composition is like more key on that point.
Yeah, people don't. I mean, yeah, I don't know. People have to do better.
Do better, guys.
No, it's not. No, I'm like be completely honest. The problem is it's even with music. People don't know what to look for these days.
How would you know what to look for then? What's your approach?
Well, here's the thing. I can't dictate that because that's what the market is. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, like people like, I use this all the time. I was talking to a manager of an artist yesterday. They're like, "Hey, Gerard, I want you to do a video." I'm like, "That sounds cool, but where's your artist in his realm?
Like, what's his realm?
Like, as far as like what is all the content that artist is specifically putting out?" Because think about it, if you come out with videos out the gate for an artist that nobody knows, that's fire videos, there's a disconnect with the audience. People always want the best shit, but don't understand what that's gonna portray as the artist. Like, for example, like if I'm an up and coming rapper that nobody's ever heard of, and all I did was rock fucking $500,000 worth of jewelry and had the craziest shit, my audience is like, all right, that's cool, but I don't know, I don't have a connection with you.
Like, you don't know why he's like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, unless they can, I realize when artists, or when the audience can grow with the artist, that's when magic happens. People want to see the fucking, it's crazy. I get the most engagement when I post me or when I'm doing shit.
Yeah, it's so
and
true.
I'm like, fuck. It's like, oh, well, okay, I'll just start posting more shit because people are curious by nature. So if you open up or scratch that curiosity, then you have something to.
And people like following that. Like, you're right. People like
people
see a
want to
wave
follow
and
the
you're just like, oh
narrative.
shit, like let me go there.
like a comedian that posts every day. There's always something new that I could entertain myself with.
That's good. And that's honestly like the most important, because personal branding is like the most important, because that's when you can dabble into everything and people are naturally going to follow that.
Yeah. And that was my biggest thing. Me, like, when I first started, I was like, fuck, man, like, if I do good work, people are going to look for it. But in this day and age.
Well, maybe you weren't ready for that. Maybe you just didn't actually want, like how you said, you didn't really want to.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was like, I'm a very private person in real life, and the people that know me know, like, what kind of clown I am. But I've been told that it's like me goofing around hurts my brand. I'm like, or that's me, guys, whatever.
That's stupid. I mean, those are people that.
But here's the thing. Like, for example, like before you met me, right?
Yeah.
What was your perception of me?
Private.
No, but I'm saying, like, did you think I was an asshole? Like, were you afraid to approach me?
No, I actually thought that you were more like, it seemed like you wanted to speak out more. You seem a little bit more timid to me.
What do you mean?
I guess because like I tend I didn't think you were a dickhead. Like that's.
Oh, I mean, like, depending on the setting, it's like,
because I think the first time I actually met you was like at Bree's event. That's kind of like where I noticed you, and it seemed like just that alone, you spraying the gun with the money gun stuff. Yeah. It showed me like you wanted to get people's attention, and I knew you were smart for doing that, because that's different.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, that's really smart, because you just automatically grasp people's attention.
Yeah.
And I noticed that you were soft spoken, and it seemed more like you wanted to get more comfortable showing that out more.
Well, I mean, like, I haven't publicly spoken in like forever,
and that's what I mean. Like it seemed like you wanted to get that out more, and you weren't doing that often.
And the problem is, it's like when Bree asked me to talk, I didn't have the context of, well, if I'm talking to models, what? Because I asked, I was like,
talk about?
It's like, what do I talk about? So I was like, oh, fuck it. The only thing I can talk about is my journey, and you have to persevere.
That's probably the best thing to talk about, honestly.
Yeah, but people want that microwave shit, man. People want to be like, oh, so all I got to do is show a titty and I blow up. I'm like, yeah, you got to show 2 titties.
Well, because you know what it is, because people want tactics.
Yeah.
But those are the people that don't get far. You eliminate those people off your crowd.
What do you mean?
Because people who are just looking for tactics, like they don't like how you said, if they don't have a why, it's pointless. But the people who are looking for tactics, short-term growth, they're not gonna get far. So honestly, it's probably not even best to even direct your attention towards that.
Guys, go on Simon Sinek the golden circle that will explain why you are not or why you are successful.
I'm gonna talk close to the mic too.
Yeah, it sounds a lot better.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
But you know what? Like, you know how you said it before too. You were saying that if someone listens to this podcast, it could be so many X amount of people, but if you change one person's life, that means that one person understood what you're trying to get at, and that alone makes up for everything. Yeah. If everyone else was looking for tactics and stuff, and they were just like, I can't take anything from this. That's because they didn't want to take anything from it. That's because they're not there.
Yeah.
But that one person is.
Yeah.
So that's what I saw.
Yeah. So what I want to do, I just want to drop gems and drop mics. That's it. It's like,
it's expensive, man.
What?
Dropping mics.
No, it isn't. Have you seen those rubber mics? They bounce.
They bounce.
They just bounce. You could reuse them on Amazon. Link in bio.
Link in bio. All right, so let me get into the last couple of questions.
Okay, there's more.
It's like 1 and 2. Damn. No. All right. Okay. So this is called the Creators Block Podcast, and the reason I called it the Creators Block Podcast and the Creators Block brand, which is actually the shirt.
Yeah.
This is one of my images.
Oh, dope.
And
where's that? PR?
No, that's Santa Monica. Yeah.
Oh, Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the reason I did this is because I actually had a creative block. Like I wasn't sure. Like I wasn't sure my why.
Yeah.
And now I was like, what should I do? Like, how should I approach this? So then
Talking to the mic.
I wanted to build I wanted to build something around creative, creatives and stuff. Yeah. And I kind of figured that in most cases people love to talk about their story.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people love talking about themselves. Like if you ever read How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Dale Carnegie.
Yeah, okay, come on, the 30s, man. I always reference this in my podcasts too, but that book changed my life. So the thing is, like, I took away from that people love talking about themselves, and I'm a very good listener. I'm very interested in people's stories because that's how I learn.
Yeah.
And then if I'm able to help out, then it's a win-win regardless.
Exactly.
And that's just kind of the creative block, how the origins were. So with that being said, like I decided to just kind of take a break and also push through to create something.
Yeah.
That's how I got over my creative block. How do you get over a creative block?
Here's the thing. Whenever I have a stunt in creativity, I force as much shit out.
So you just
like because the thing is, for me, right, when I have to write, because there was a time where I had to write 7 concepts, and it takes, like, for example, like when I write a concept, right, it will take me a whole day, because I'm gonna eventually show what my treatments look like, but they are elaborate pitches.
Oh yeah,
8 pages. Yeah, of course. Think about it. It's like, if you want to get money, you have to look like money.
I mean, it's not even look like it. It is money, though. Like, you're showing what you're
like people don't understand. It's like when you ask me to do a music video, my bad.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, go.
When you ask me to do a music video, it's not me showing up and fucking freestyling that day. No, I'm a fucking director. I come up with a concept that takes time. I have to prep it because I'm responsible for how the project is by the end of the day once it's out. People are like, oh, no. I spend a week or at least weeks on projects.
Like before it even starts?
Yeah. 80% prep. 80% prep. Shooting is easy, but it's all the logistics leading up to it. Taking flights is no problem, but you still got to go through TSA. Unless you have pre-check, like me.
Gotta get that pre-check.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. It's all prep. You have to be ready for everything.
Yeah. International flights, you have to be in the airport 2 hours early.
So you when you're in that block, you dish it out. You just kind of
no. You say fuck it. I'm gonna put out as many shitty ideas because that's what I learned. I learned that every idea that you have is not going to be a great idea. So if you flush out all the shitty ideas, you're eventually going to get it, and it's just part of life. You have to be. Yeah. You have to be shitty. I have a bunch of shitty ideas. No, I have a bunch of fucking, I have a bunch of shitty ideas, but it's like, it's those shitty ideas that pave the way for the right.
Yeah, to filter it. Yeah, you're right.
When you turn on a faucet, it's not the purest water, you have to let it run for a little bit, unless you're on some fancy shit. But I mean, think about it when rappers. I mean, but it's accepted because that's what art is. Art is subjective, but it's fucking.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's an interesting approach.
You have to just think about it. The best models came from doing shitty poses.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
You have to fucking make mistakes. That's the only way you learn. But the problem is, nobody's telling guys that they're making mistakes.
So they think it's right.
Exactly.
Just kind of like when you learn fighting.
I don't need a fucking crew. Oh, okay, cool. You can't scale. I don't know what a DP is. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, double penetration. You see how I switched that up? No, it's kind of not. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys fucking that are doing videos, they don't know how to work with a crew. I've heard from producers where it's like, you know, we give these guys shots, and they don't know how to maneuver because they're so, I need to do everything. Man, all right, cool. You see fucking
because if you don't know how to dictate, then it's kind of like you don't know what you're doing.
Bingo. If you're a director, you could explain what the fuck you got to do. And if you're not a director, you can't explain shit. And that's what separates everybody. Think about it. By the end of the day, my job and whoever the fuck I hire, you're executing what I'm telling you what I want. If you can't explain what the fuck you want, you're not. Everyone's confused.
Yeah.
People don't know what the fuck they want.
Communication and explanation. Yeah, communication's key. Because like what you said, at the end of the day, like those, like certain jobs are going to be automized. The only one that's not going to be automized are just like the variable, which is like the idea, the output, like all that. Like cameramans, like it's just, I mean, there's drones. That's a huge market that got penetrated. No more helicopters, no more people on the helicopter.
No, but the thing is, a drone will never be as fast as a helicopter.
No, it won't. But it's just kind of like it opens up a huge gate that like it might not. That's a possibility, you know.
Yeah.
And then like steady cams, like when that first came out, like it's just like, oh shit, like, you know, we don't have to worry about.
We don't have to put 80 feet of track.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, what's track? I'm like, what?
I can roll that shit.
And then what eliminated fucking steady cams. I mean, I think steady cams is the most beautiful piece of art. But the MOCOs, motion control arms.
Yeah. Oh, yo, those are crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
you pre-program it and you're good.
I got quoted for one, and they're not cheap, but it costs money to do that kind of shit.
And then
I have expensive taste.
That's good. I mean, if you could sell it, you're good. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean.
Experience.
No, it's growth. It's all about growth, guys.
All right, so last thing I want to get into, people entering your field. So let's say directing. What advice would you give them?
Know your shit.
Explain that.
If you don't know your shit, then people that know their shit will not take you seriously.
How would you go about that then? Like, if you had to start all over, like, what would
if I had to start all over again,
yeah.
I would have not shot as much.
Oh yeah. You would have not shot as much.
The only reason why, it's like I would have been, if I could do everything over again, I would have had an end goal, because what I wanted to eventually do, I just kept on talking about. I was like, yeah, I'm going to, I want to do commercials, and I want to get into movies. I should have started that path earlier, as opposed to trying to pivot while I'm in the middle of all these other things, because it's like I'm in too deep. You know.
So you would not have shot as much, and you would have been more of like actually directing, like how you said.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like, you know, to be great, you have to hire better people, better than you.
Yeah. People who are concentrated in that field.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's what CEOs are. Honestly, like that's what CEOs are. They're just like, they hire accountants because obviously they can't do that shit themselves.
Well, it was James Allen from Microsoft, right? James Allen, right? The one of the co-founders of Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
The way to win in life is through delegation. People don't know how to delegate. That's why people are. It's like I open up a mom and pop shop, but I'm the only person working the register and making the fucking cookies and doing all this other shit and taking shipments. You can't scale, especially if you're the hottest fucking mom and pop shop in town. If you don't know how to hire people, you're gonna die.
You're just gonna die.
You're gonna die fucking working in that mom and pop shop for life. The people that win in life are the people that like, all right, cool. Well, I need to hire the best fucking person that's a cashier, a salesperson, and then I could go and do my finesse and create more of these.
I like that.
I mean, I have analogies all day. I'll have a book.
Make a book.
Nah.
I mean, you should probably fuck around with that and see what happens.
No, I'm eventually. It's like everyone's like, dude, you got all these crazy like quotes. It's like,
he's like, I'm already writing the book.
Yeah, I'm like, anything else you want to know? Just ask. I'm completely open. Pause. Like to have jokes.
So I guess no. I mean, that's honestly like kind of. It's probably the most important one. Like just like how would you have started all over? Like if you had the chance to.
I mean, I wouldn't change anything as far as.
Of course not. But it's just like for people like up and coming, like especially like now, like this is what gets people thinking, you know. So whoever takes away from like what you just said right now, it's.
All right. Have a definitive goal of where you want to be, because the problem is with this field, it's oversaturated.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: all those guys doing shit don't have a. I mean, I'm generalizing it. I don't know if the person that's listening to this actually has a end in mind, but where are you supposed to be a month from now? Where are you supposed to be 3 months from now? Like, you are a business. How are you going to scale? Like, oh, why are you doing videos? Because I don't want to work at McDonald's. Cool. Die.
I mean, honestly, might as well. No, okay.
No. Like I used to say that all the time. It's like the reason why there's so much inexpensive music videos is because it's like the barrier of entry is so low. But that also changes the whole dynamic of everything. It's an ecosystem that you change. Rappers that are like, this video is cool. I only paid $250. I'm like, that's cool.
But do you want to be great?
No, but here's the problem.
How's the time actually?
I've seen some fucking amazing videos done for nothing.
It's an idea, execution, and delegation. Like how you said, delegation.
Yeah. Delegation.
28. Okay. All right. So, any last things you want to give out? Or should
Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or idea. Link in bio.
Anyways, Gerard, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Elvis, thank you for letting me fucking talk crazy.
This was actually super informative. And
really?
Yeah, because it's just like, it's a perspective, man. It's a nice perspective coming from somebody who's been in the industry. And especially have you been behind the scenes most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
For you to speak out, like it's also relatively new for you, like how you stated. And it's like it's important for people who have this much experience to state it because it's influential.
I'm just trying to learn to be more vulnerable. That was the biggest thing. It's like,
and that's good, man. That's your selfish why, but it's benefiting more than like your selfishness, honestly.
I mean, because I feel like people when like this is what I've been told by my friends. Like, people feel like you're unapproachable or you're untouchable. I'm like, no, bro. I'm a fucking regular person that I can share whatever I know, and it like because the when it really fucking impacted me is when I got like right after Bree's event, I was asked to talk to the Brooklyn STEAM Center, which is like a very state of the art school in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like Gerard, one of my buddies, King James, is a producer. He works there, and he's actually runs the what is it, the music department.
Yeah.
So he wanted to bring in people in the industry to speak to the students. So I was like, you want me to talk to kids? Can I cuss? So when I went there, it was just like an open conversation where I ended up speaking for like 2-3 hours, and I'm like, and the kids were just eating that shit up. And in my head, I'm like, fuck, I just realized it's like these kids are going to be the future. And if I can help teach them the correct way as far as how to maneuver, we can flush out all the bullshit that's out.
All right. Gerard, I appreciate you, man.
Elvis, thank you for being the second person that I know with that name.
Really? Who's the other Elvis?
The first
I'm trying to create a clan,
the,
man.
The king of rock and roll.
Oh, I can't reach him.
Oh,
I've actually met a few Elvises, about 4 or 5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the, no. I mean, but what do they do?
I forgot what they do. They're out of touch.
But you're the only Elvis that fucking matters. Elvis likes photos.
I'm actually the only Elvis Rios that when you search up in Google, that's the only one that comes up.
Well, you're fucking winning. I mean, you Google Gerard Victor, you find like old white people.
Gerard Victoria. You should change it.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna change me, guys. That's my real name. You can find me on social media on Instagram on at Director Gerard Victor. I'm trying to get my name just to be Gerard Victor because it's like
it's kind of hard though.
No. Well, the thing is, some fucking asshole in like some asshole in France has it that hasn't posted. I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
Director Gerard Victor. Yeah, you're right.
No, I had to fucking modify my. It used to be just Gerard, but it was like too ambiguous. I mean, my Twitter's still just Gerard. It's like a lot of the stuff that I did was
Twitter's
just
okay. Twitter's just.
Yeah, but
do you have a website?
Like, I have GerardVictor.com.
GerardVictor.com.
But it's like fucking outdated because I'm doing real shit.
Hire somebody for that.
Oh, you want me to delegate?
Yeah.
I don't got the budget for it. Because I know how to fucking do it. I just like you know what's funny? Some of the big directors I look at, they have reels from like 2 years ago and they're still working.
Damn.
I'm like I didn't fucking have a reel for the longest because it was like, look at my last video, like I'm good, like and then they're like, no, you always have to constantly keep it current. I'm like, fuck, because I was like doing my reel every 2 years or whatever.
Oh, okay,
whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that does have something. You do have to update it then. That's
you
something
to stay
like...
relevant. Cool, guys.
Yo, Gary Vee, that shit. Just hire somebody to follow you with the camera.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but a lot of the stuff that I do, I don't want documented because I'm a pretty wild person.
Well, you you wouldn't have to release it though. I mean, you just have it.
Oh yeah, just edit it. Yeah, no.
And you just have it. No, I mean, you just have it and just like future references. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna release this in 10 years.
I bought that. What was it? The Osmo action camera.
Yeah.
The GoPro killer. And bro, I mean, because I broke my fucking RX, I'm pissed. So I was like, well, I could vlog off something this tiny.
You know what I want to do is use the 360 cams.
You have one?
No,
I have one. I have the GoPro Fusion.
I know how to use it. I think
you could borrow it. I don't give a fuck, dude. I bought it because it was sweet, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking use this.
I'm gonna give you a concept after this podcast, though.
What the fuck, Kendrick Lamar thing? No, I put that the 360 thing. No, the 360, the tiny world thing. That's cool.
No. I think I know how to use it. I think I know what.
Oh, you want to put it here so you can see like the 360 world podcast where it's like, well, what's Elvis's brother doing? He's just sitting there, just on his.
You might as well. What if you're on set?
What's up? Oh, you know, no, I did do that. I started doing. I did a music video. I did a music video where the whole time the 360 camera was going on, so you could see.
And see, like, that's valuable, yo. That's super valuable.
But the thing is, I'm sorry, what?
When you shower 360?
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for having me, Elvis. No. I actually did do that for one video, but the thing is, it's like there wasn't enough going on to put it up. If that made any sense.
Then it'd be like a movie set one.
It would have to be like a movie set.
Yeah, that's what I would. That's what I would assume. Like when you see like how the fuck did they like how the fuck did these people get these shots? Like shorter clips, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but it's like that's
or you know what? When I do a big video, you can do that. Because I own the fucking gear.
Let me do it, yo.
Yeah, I don't give. You can borrow the camera and figure it out. Just don't break it.
Oh shit.
You know,
I mean,
they dropped the fucking price on it. You know that, right?
yeah, man, I'm about to buy
I'm
it.
fucking pissed because I was like, oh, cool.
Because you know what, too? Like, I'm gonna put it here. Oh, we're talking face to face. I'm gonna just rotate every time we talk.
That'd be weird because you'll just be getting a bunch of crotch shots.
I mean,
You'd have to put it like right here.
I know where to sell that.
Hey guys, link in bio. Subscribe $5.99 a month to see Elvis Gerard's crotch shots.
Patreon account.
That's so crazy. I got all this money from this fucking podcast. Well, you got anything else? Are we good? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Elvis, thank you for having me, man. Like, this is like a creative outlet just for me to fucking just talk shit.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being on. Again, Elvis, aka Elvis Likes Photos. I don't know how to. I think I'm gonna just keep it.
Why don't you love photos? Elvis loves photos.
It used to be Elvis Likes Pizza. That was my personal, and my friend actually came up with that, Matt Feliciano. Because he's just like, because I used to always eat pizza for some reason.
Okay,
and then
everyone loves pizza.
No, but like I was like. Yeah, I was like pizza, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna keep that on because the thing is, like, I could put Elvis Likes Photos, and one of my classes I put Elvis Likes Finance or something like that. Mm-hmm. Elvis Likes Films. I could apply it to everything, so I'm just kind of like I'm gonna just keep that, you know.
Yeah,
that whole likes thing.
Elvis likes. You said Elvis like crotch shots. Yeah,
because in one of my vlogs I put like Elvis Likes Mexico, like when I went. Elvis Likes LA, you know.
No. Just change it to Elvis Likes.
Elvis Likes. I don't know if anyone has that.
No, that's
Elvis.
Fucking,
Elvis Le Gusta.
No, Elvis. No, Elvis Likes is such a. It's a
play on word.
No, it's like the Calvin Klein ad where it's like I so and so in my Calvins. It's Elvis Likes, and then it's ambiguous at that point.
As someone has Elvis Likes dick and
what the fuck? He had to fucking say that. All right, guys, cool. Thanks for fucking having me.
I feel very uncomfortable right now.
Is this for video too? No. So he has cutaway B-roll shit. Hold on. So.
It might just be directly on it. I keep this raw, yo.
Well, pause.
Raw. You can get as high as hell with this shit.
Sorry, dude. My bad, dude. I'll Amazon you some fucking some shit. I mean, you want to talk? I mean, we're just talking crazy now.
Get your budgets up, bitches.
Basically, at the end of the day.
That's not it. No. The thing is, you just got to respect people's time. That's it.
That's it. Thank you, bro.
Thank you for having me,
man.
Elvis.
Thank you, man. My ears.
Was that fun?
Yeah,
dude. I fucking thawed. I'm like,
that was
cool, man. Wow, that was really cool.